No.
Why? Like, why did you bully?
They called me poor.
Do you still bully people?
No.
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 Yeah.
Have you?
Yes. Yeah.
Punched him in the face.
Yeah.
No, you did.
No. I called them mean words. Very, very bad words.
Yeah,
Did
I
you go
called him
to
names,
like teachers or anything?
yeah. No.
I got bullied a lot for my weight and my clothes in middle school.
Did you take any action to end the bullying?
Yeah, I got skinnier and I got clothes, like nicer clothes.
Well,
And I showed them who's boss.
did you like go to teachers or?
No.
I was called a terrorist
Why?
because of my religion and skin color.
Did you take any action to end it?
Yes.
What'd you do?
I called the principal.
I tried to, I said things back and to try to defend myself, but there's not much I could do outside of that.
People make fun of someone for having a small weenie, and I stuck up for them.
What about you?
Gotta be
no.
serious, dude.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
What happened?
They were being bullied. And I don't want to give out specific details, but like, I showed them that they shouldn't bully someone, and if they were gonna bully someone, I would bully them back.
Yes, I have.
What'd you do?
I outright said to stop saying the comments they were saying.
Basically, the kid was getting picked on by people who thought they were cool, but they weren't, so I basically just told them to stop.
Mess him up,
Mess who up?
the bully, with words.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Someone should tell someone. Someone should tell like a teacher or like parent or like police officer. It's like illegal, that kind of stuff.
So if you saw someone being bullied, would you report it to
Well,
authority?
the right way is to report it. My way is to like get up in that business and be like, don't bully them. And I'll like push them and be like, get the fuck out of here.
Give them a taste of their own medicine and not let them have the bitter end.
If I could, I would try my best to be a little more, I guess, confident or more aggressive, but not in a physical way, more of a standing your ground way. But
Like passive aggressive?
I don't want to say aggressive, more just, I would like to be more strong when defending someone and be able to speak my mind without stuttering.
So like persuasive?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Annoying.
I don't know how to answer this question.
I don't like it.
Bullying in general doesn't need to exist. There's no benefits from it.
Bullying, I can't really comprehend why people would want to make someone feel small or make them feel terrible about themselves, because it's just, it's against what being a person is. There's certain rules that we have, and it's just, you should be nice to everyone. You
Yeah.
should never try to physically harm them or emotionally harm them in any way.
Our school does nothing.
Snitches.
Our school does nothing to stop it.
Snitches. And then people like, the word gets around. Everyone bullies everyone.
Yeah.
It happens. Who cares anymore though? Like really,
Our school does nothing.
honestly.
Freshmen
Everyone
pretty
just
much
takes
did
it.
the most.
Yeah. That's like,
Our school doesn't take care of it at all. I mean, Mr. Mosley is a good bowling person, and he only does the job when it becomes very serious. But like last year, I got like a bunch of texts. Do you remember that? I got like texts from people, and I did report it, and nothing happened. Like they could have done something more about it, but they just didn't.
It's quite basic, unimaginative, and cliche, honestly.
How do you feel about the measures our school takes to end it?
What measures they take.
It's extremely prevalent and not much is done about it.
So with that, how do you feel about the way our school tries to end it, if that?
I think there are certain aspects that can be considered good. There's very few of them, which kind of sucks. Like Mr. Mosley does a very good job in at least attempting to help the person.
Yeah.
But from past experiences, you will go up to a teacher or an administrator and they'll say, oh, there's not enough proof, or oh, I didn't see it, so I can't help you, rather than help the person that is in need, dire need.
Bullying in our school. This is my 10th year teaching. I think bullying in our school has gotten better from what I've seen it in the beginning. I do think that it's starting to turn back the other way a little bit as of the past year or two. And I think that has to do with an understanding of what bullying is. I think a lot of kids don't know what bullying is, what constitutes bullying, and sometimes perhaps don't even know that they're doing it. And because of that, I think it's starting to turn back the other way.
And then how do you feel about how our school goes about ending it?
I think that our school does to its ability, the best of its ability, to combat bullying when they can. And I think that's partly because, again, with the definition of bullying, some kids don't even know that it's happening or that they're doing it. And when they bring these cases to the school, the first thing that has to happen is determine whether or not it's bullying. And sometimes that takes up a lot of the time. And then when it's actually deemed bullying, there's an immediate defense mechanism that comes over people because they don't want to be accused of being bullying, rather than understanding that they did something wrong and then learning and growing from it. And that goes with a lot of other things as well. So I think the school does what it can, and they're kind of a little bit handcuffed in their ability to help people that perhaps don't want that correction. And until there's a more personal responsibility upon people to want to, accept that they've done something wrong, the school will only be able to do as much as it can.
It just get worse.
No, they should just let it continue. So if they get involved, it's just gonna be worse for them.
Depends on how bad it is.
Well, if they see it happening, then yeah, they should.
What about parents?
Only if the student or the kid allows it.
Okay.
Don't step in without their okay.
Most definitely, because I noticed a lot of what bullying has to do is with insecurity and maturity, and you need a mature figure to step in.
They're both pretty bad.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
I
say
mean,
that. They're
if you
both-
get picked on emotionally, you'd be like, you're gonna cry. But if you get like decked in the mouth, you're just gonna have a broken jaw and like no teeth.
I don't know. I'd say emotionally.
They're both pretty bad. I mean, but emotionally, it could be worse because someone could kill themselves over it, and physically, they could fight back.
Well, neither is good, but I think emotionally leaves more of a toll on you. Although physically could leave an emotional toll on you too.
I feel like they're both really just as bad as the other. It just depends on the severity.
Nah. It won't.
Why?
Because everyone has their own opinion.
Why? People are cruel.
No, but do I think I should ever think that way? No.
I don't think anything ever truly does end, and unfortunately there will always be forms of bullying.